Oh, look at that, it worked! Sorry, it's gonna cut off now at the worst possible time. You know it? No, I'm joking. All right, let's go ahead. Let's give up a round of applause for varsity band and concert band. Let's hear for both those groups. Absolutely. And now let's give it up for Symphonic Band. The cheap seats love you guys. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our portion of the concert with yet another Claude T. Smith tune. I've already given you the Claude T. Smith spiel, so I won't go into that much more in depth. However, this particular piece entitled Across the Wide Missouri, you may be familiar with that particular fragment of text. That is from the old folk song entitled Shenandoah. And this particular piece takes that melody and kind of uses it as a vehicle to kind of expand on a very kind of interesting overture, march-ish type of thing. It's very, very short piece, but I think it makes a large statement throughout. So please enjoy Claude T. Smith's Across the Wide Missouri. Two for two, look at that. Awesome. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. That's one of my favorite kind of folk tunes, and that setting, like I said, it's a little different than you would normally expect, but it keeps you on your toes. Our next piece is a piece that I can can't really describe other than in my brain, I feel like it's Stan Applebaum's like response to the famous Leroy Anderson piece entitled Sleigh Ride. And this is Toboggan Ride. And if you know anything about a toboggan, it's a sled, old-fashioned sled. You can think of like a toboggan run. And it is kind of zipping, left, right, up, down, going really, really quick. And it's kind of adrenaline inducing. And I think you'll notice in this particular piece that you'll hear a lot of that being done. And obviously, it was really cold when we were having all this toboggan-like weather. This is kind of goes along with it, but last week I was talking a lot of smack to the kids about the Chiefs versus Bills game. I am a proud member of the Bills Mafia, sorry, for all you Chiefs fans. And I did tell him, I was like, when the Bills win on Sunday, I'm going to come in on Monday, I'm going to wear my hat, I'm going to wear my gloves, I'm going to wear my shirt, all this fun stuff. And then, of course, we had a snow day. We won't talk about the game, but of course we had a snow day on Monday. And then this morning, I got home really late last night, super tired. We spent the last, however many hours overnight with our baby boy. And I didn't have time to go through and find laundry and all that stuff. So I just came to school, and I heard from some of the kids. So I decided, since this is a cold weather piece, that I would make up for it and own my pride here. Let's see. You can't say that I didn't do it. I'll wear my Bills hat, which is a loser hat for this week and this week only. It's a loser hat, is what I said. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. I'm jumping on tables off the stage afterwards too, so. All right. I hope you guys enjoy Toboggan Ride. Get the sleigh ride element to that, right? Kind of real exciting, left, right, all that fun stuff. If you've been to one of our concerts before, you know that, and I didn't actually hear Mr. Thomas say it because the mic wasn't working. I don't know if he said it, but it's not a concert until what? Until there's a march. It's not a concert until there's a march. And I know Mr. Thomas and Varsity Band, they did the Sabres and Spurs March, which is a very wonderful John Philip Sousa march. It's got that nice Americana to it. This particular tune is also John Philip Sousa original, entitled The Honored Dead. And I'll be 100% honest, I was not familiar with this piece until a year ago during the Marine Band. Every spring they do a kind of a march competition with marches, and they call it Sousa's March Madness. And basically they pit famous marches against each other, and then students and really anyone across the world can go on and vote for their favorite march, and they do the bracket all the way down to finding the best march for the year. And this one was the winner for last year. The reason why I did not know it was John Philip Sousa, and I guess it kind of just sticks, it doesn't stick out a whole lot, is because it's not what you normally think of John Philip Sousa writing. It's not cheerful, it's not this kind of upbeat, like makes you want to kind of, go watch fireworks or make you want to go eat hot dogs. It's very dark, and the reason behind it is it was originally composed for Ulysses S. Grant after he died. However, it did not get its first formal performance by the Marine Band in a ceremony until John Philip Sousa passed away, and it was performed at his funeral. You'll notice that it's in a minor key. It is a much slower and more somber type of march, but it is still in march form, and it is still a John Philip Sousa piece. So I hope you enjoy John Philip Sousa's The Honored Dead. if you've been wondering, man, Perry hasn't been talking as much as he normally has, just wait. We've got this last tune coming up here. Hopefully you like that. Like I said, that Honor Dead March, I think, especially the low brass, they really liked it. But it's different. We've done kind of one of the great march composers every single year, every single semester in this class. And this was one I think was a little bit different than kind of the normal flavor that we get. Before we move on to our final piece, I did want to recognize some students, recognize process, recognize some cool things going on. First and foremost, back in November, we had all district concert band and all district jazz band auditions. And as a member of one of the Fox ensembles, the students are more than welcome to prepare music and then go down to Festus High School on the first Tuesday in November, audition for what we call the district jazz band, the district concert band. And then if you make one of those ensembles, then you can audition at the state level. Both of those groups, the district and the state level, are very, very prestigious things to be a part of. And it's really cool every year to see, not only in the high school level, but at the middle school level, so many of our Fox and Ridgewood kids recognized. So really quick, and I know I've got some folks up there as well, if you audition for district jazz or district concert band, if you audition for district jazz or district concert band, please go ahead and stand and be recognized right now. Let's hear it for them. You guys got our seats. Now, since this is a concert band concert, we'll recognize that. We had our jazz concert a few weeks ago. If you were a member of the East Central All-District Band, either an alternate honorable mention or you're a playing member of the band, will you please stand up to be recognized? And like I said, I think I've got a couple kids up there as well. Go ahead, if you are a member of All-District Band, right, please stand up. See if all these individuals. Thank you, have a seat. Now, I mentioned that if you make one of the district bands or district jazz ensembles, then you are eligible to go to Columbia the first Saturday in December and audition for what we call All-State. I believe this year, what they were saying is over 1,300 students, instrumental students, showed up and auditioned for spots in a jazz ensemble, a concert band, I think it's about a 100-person concert band, as well as an orchestra. And every year for the last 6 years, we have had students playing in some of those groups, being named to some of those groups, which is absolutely fantastic. So this year, we're going to go ahead and start named as seventh chair honorable mention to the Missouri All-State Band on clarinet. Let's hear from Miss Maddie Hart. You can stay standing. Next, we have, as the first alternate alto saxophone to the Missouri All-State Band, Miss Audrey Marshall. Next, he was named as third honorable mention trumpet to the Missouri All-State Band, and will be traveling to Tantera, Margaritaville, Lake of the Ozarks, whatever you want to call it, tomorrow to perform as the fifth trumpet in the Missouri All-State Jazz Band. Let's hear from Mr. Gunnar Russell. Traveling down there with him tomorrow, we also have a couple students who were part of the All-State Choir this year, which goes through the same process of auditioning, got to make districts and all this fun stuff, and then they're named and they have to go to rehearsals and all that fun stuff. We have 2 members of this ensemble down here today out of the 4 that were named at Fox High School. It was 4 named at Fox High School, right? Cool. We have Maddie Hart is going to be going down tomorrow singing alto. Let's hear from Maddie. And we have Ella Myers, one of our percussionists back there, who's going down to sing alto as well. Let's hear a large round of applause for all of our All-State students. All right, I think, let's see, got all my chicken scratch. I think I got the majority of my things going. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish our concert. It's that time already, which is crazy, with a piece that I would assume is probably gonna be it's probably going to be a lot of people's favorites, and part of it is because of the uniqueness of it. This particular piece, entitled "The Foundry," is a piece for what we would call an expanded percussion section, as well as found instruments. That's part of kind of the pun with Foundry. If you know anything about a found instrument is basically the concept that any item can be played as an instrument. Doesn't have to be necessarily strictly a percussion instrument, doesn't have to be melodic. Any item can be played as an instrument. If you've ever seen Stomp, that's the same type of concept that is using all found percussion with the basketballs and banging on trash can lids and all that fun stuff. So this composer, John Mackey, contemporary composer, has written a lot of, I know, I'm tired too, we're gonna go home, we're gonna do it, I promise. This composer has written a lot of like I said, contemporary and out there pieces. And this one, he entitled "The Foundry," because of the found percussion. You'll notice some sounds back there. We've got written for like metal pile 1, metal pile 2, wood scrap, metal pile 2, wood scraps. I mean, there's like 5 cymbals like all around. And in addition to that, he's trying to create these colors that sound like a metal foundry. So if you've ever been or seen a metal foundry where things are forged, you hear hammers, you hear power anvils, you hear all the sound, steam, maybe you hear the forge heating up, and you hear all these different sounds. And so this is, for lack of better terms, I call it symphonic heavy metal. It's not for everyone. You guys like it, right? I think you guys will like it. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you enjoyed John Mackey's "The Foundry." you all very much. Did you like that one? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, I was kind of worried. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Please consider joining us on Friday, February 9th for that wonderful music bingo. And have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for supporting your kids. Take care.